You're with Julian on the Brown Note and why Fox News needs to go to jail, which we've all known for a long time, but I think what's happening now is there's a level of criminality to what I believe is happening that we've all known was always there, but has been so detrimentally treasonous. So basically the company that makes voting machines in America called Dominion were called out massively during the election that Trump lost to Biden for voting fraud. And the right-wing populists ran with this and no one stopped them. It's ironic that Donald Trump seems to have a very good antenna when it comes to certain things. He let a lot of his lackeys run riot on this, saying that Dominion made faulty voting machines. A multi-billion dollar company wasn't going to take that lying down, being excoriated on the global stage in the media by news organisations, politicians and lawyers that you're in hoots with foreign powers and that your voting machines are fraudulent. So they've launched a very big $1.6 billion lawsuit against Fox News for peddling this lies, as well as some of Trump's lackeys, who are always the people that end up holding it. But the trial has begun, and the stuff that's come out, I think, warrants... I think there's a level of criminality here that goes far beyond the idea of journalists being able to say what they want, for very good reasons. Hosts, this is from The Guardian, and this is from a few days ago. Hosts at Fox News privately ridiculed Donald Trump's claims that the 2020 election was stolen while simultaneously peddling the same lies on air, according to court filings in a defamation lawsuit. Right-wing personalities Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham are among those named in the $1.6 billion action brought by Domino Voting Systems, the seller of electronic voting hardware and software that's suing Fox News and their parent company Fox Corporation for maligning its reputation. He's acting like an insane person, Hannity allegedly wrote of Trump in the weeks following the election to push the big lie during his top-rated primetime program. Even billionaire Fox owner Rupert Murdoch was dismissive of Trump's false allegations, saying they were real crazy stuff. It's really very hard to credibly claim foul everywhere, Murdoch wrote, adding in another note that Trump's obsession with trying to prove fraud was terrible stuff, damaging everyone. Meanwhile, Tucker Carlson, the network's most prominent and controversial star, was disdainful of Sidney Powell, a senior Trump attorney, I think also being sued, who repeatedly claimed Dominion's voting machines flipped votes cast for Trump to Biden. Sidney Powell's lying, he wrote to a producer, allegedly by Dominion lawsuits again. He referred to Powell in a text as an unguided missile, dangerous as hell. Tucker Carlson said Trump was a demonic force who was good at destroying things, undisputed world champion of that, but he could easily destroy us if we played this wrong. Ingraham told Carlson Powell was a complete nut. No one will work with her. Ditto with Rudy Giuliani. Now, part of this goes back to what happened with the relationship between Fox News and Donald Trump. Fox News actually mocked Donald Trump all the way up until he beat Hillary Clinton. They were not on his side. They mocked him day in, day out. So I'm just seeing if this is going. I'll have to edit it later. It's too dark to see now. Fox News absolutely annihilated Donald Trump in the lead up to the election with Hillary Clinton. They weren't on his side at all, and they tried to pretend to be some reasonable news media source by calling him out on his worst successes. They found out that the monster they created, their audience, was so far beyond them that they were now the enemy. So they put in play a plan which was, we know that he's a psycho who is lying about everything, but we're going to peddle this filth to our audience because they will leave us unless we do. This is so much further beyond journalists claiming that we're allowed to say what we want. This is you saying something you know to be false, that you mock in private, that is incredibly dangerous to peddle. There should be laws about that. That isn't the First Amendment to me. The First Amendment has never covered lying. There is something so much worse than being some idiot politician that believes some conspiracy theory and peddling it, to genuinely mocking that same theory but peddling it to your audience, who within a few weeks had launched an insurrection on Capitol Hill in America. This is treason. And they did it for money, and they did it for audience share, and they knew that it was garbage. This is why Rupert Murdoch, in many ways, is probably the most dangerous person on impact on the West since Hitler. If you look back from his promotion of economic neoliberalism to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the emboldening of the populist right and the dumbing down of the working and middle classes, the impact he has had over the last 40 years has been absolutely demonic. I think that there should almost be some kind of RICO statute for the media. If the mob orders its henchmen to carry out things, and they do, the bosses are held guilty. Here we've got a group of people attacking the capital of America on the 6th of January because they believed what they were being told by people like Fox News, who knew that it was a lie and said so to each other. They should be regarded as the henchmen of Fox News. Fox have got themselves in a pickle here. This libel case isn't only about damages for Dominion, the voting company. This is about the very ethos of Fox News deliberately, willfully peddling misinformation that is incredibly toxically dangerous on the American public, and spreading that globally into other Western nations like Australia and the UK, where similarly cutthroat, ruthless, populist journalism has flourished. It's one thing if they believe it, but if they actually say they don't believe it and then peddle it, why is that free speech? You don't get free speech for lying, I don't think. It goes to the very heart of the impact of right-wing news media. They don't believe a lot of what they're saying. They get some idiots on board that genuinely do, but it's far more frightening to think that people like Tucker Carlson can sit there peddling this filth every night, but then go home and say that it's all a lie. And then you get people attacking the Capitol based on what Fox News is doing. It should be illegal. Fox News should be prosecuted. Rupert Murdoch should be prosecuted for what they've done.